Welcome back to the bead table, and today we are going to be making a bracelet that is going to go with our really super cute elephant earrings that we created in the last video. Now, these were so much fun to make, but they definitely looked a little lonely, so I felt like they needed something to go with them. So we are going to be doing a bracelet. Now, I have here the 49 strand bead stringing wire by Beadalon in satin gold. That's what we're going to use for our bracelet to wire it up with. And then I'm also going to show you my findings. I've got two 5mm jump rings, a magnetic clasp, two of my crimp beads, and two gold wire guards. That's what we're going to use to close up our bracelet when we're done stringing. And then from the box, we've got those beautiful English cut red jasper beads that have so much character to them. I love those. And then we have my favorite beads from the box, the Z beads in the black and white. I love these beads. I didn't really know that I would love them as much as I do, but they bring so much life to the design that I love them. I'm also going to be using that champagne colored crystal that came with the box, as well as the African turquoise Hishi beads. And then from my own stash, I'm bringing in this beautiful red jasper barrel bead as the focal. And it has a pop of that white quartz right there, which I love. Definitely gives it some character. And then I've also got these beautiful German cut red jasper rondelles. Give a little sparkle. And also I'll be using the black spinel as a spacer. And those are tiny, teeny little 2mm beads. So the first thing that I want to do is get my focal onto the wire. And then I'm going to build outward from either end. I'm going to start off by I want to put the Hishi beads right next to the barrel since they have those flat sides. And I'm going to do two. And that's what that looks like. So right off the bat, we have a really nice pop of color in the very center of the bracelet. Then I want to take these little tiny black spinel beads, and it takes a second for me to get them on the wire because they're so small, but they do fit because we're going to use those to break up the pattern. This is the most frustrating part of the whole process, these little tiny beads. So that breaks up the design a little bit so that we can do the next section. And for the next section, I want to start with the Z beads because I really like them and I want them to be front and center in the design. I really like the pop of color on that with the black and white and the red in the center along with those Hishi beads. It's just a really pretty focal. And then I want to put the black spinel on the other side of my Z beads. So we'll get those on there. And then move this up a little bit so you can see better. Next, I want to do another pop of red, and I kind of want to do all of my bigger beads in the front end of the bracelet because I don't want, when our wrists are setting on the desk or wherever we're at, for those big beads to be pushing up on us. It's a little uncomfortable sometimes. So now we have these right up front. And I feel like I want to put the other Z bead on the other side of the red. So let's do that. I had a pattern already put together and I'm clearly not following that at all. So now we have those beads like that. And we're going to close off the section with two spinel beads, and then we're going to lean more into our crystals and our English cut, or not our English cut, our German cut rondelles. So I think I'm going to do the red rondelles first, 2 at a time on each side. And then instead of using a spacer, I'm going to just use a crystal on each side. And then 2 more of the red jasper rondelles on each side of those crystals. Like that. And I'm really loving the way that this looks so far. I love the pops of color. I love the crystals. I love everything. Let's go ahead and do 2 more of the spinels to close off this pattern. And then we're going to use those Hishi beads with the crystals as well. Now, I know that I want to end with my Hishi beads because I know that the wire is going to pass through them twice, which is what I want to be able to do since that's how I close off my bracelets. So there's that. Let's do a crystal again so that we have them kind of close together with the spinel on each side. And now we can finish with our Hishi beads, but take a look at this so far. I am just adoring this color combination. So let's see, we've got 2 dark ones we'll use with 2 of these really pretty green and dark. And then we'll just we're going to end with 3 of them on the end. So how do we want to do this? Let's do 2 on each side with a spinel in between. If I can get them. There's 1. And there's 2. Should we do the 3 and then we'll end with 3? I guess that's the way it's going to have to be because I think initially I had 2 of these next to the barrel bead, and instead I just went straight into the African jasper or African turquoise jasper. So then we're going to end with 3 of the Hishi beads on the end, and that will be where our wire goes through. So we finished off with the 3 spinel and the 3 Hishi beads on the end. So now I know my wire can pass through them. So let's go ahead and put our stopper beads on, which line up really nicely next to those Hishi beads because they're flat and the stopper beads have a flat side to them. And then I'm going to use a bead stopper so I don't lose my work. And I'm going to put on my wire guard up through the bottom, over the top, and then we're going to feed the tail end of the wire through the stopper bead and the Hishi beads, kind of shortening up the tail a little bit so that we don't have to cut so much wire. I'm going to pinch together my wire guard so that it sits nicely on top of that stopper bead. And then I'm going to use my pliers to push down that plunger, just like that. And then we can get our flush cutters and cut off that tail. All right, so we already have our stopper bead on there. We're going to take our wire guard and feed the wire through it. Then we're going to take that tail and we're going to feed it through the stopper bead and the hishi beads, like that. And then before I squeeze my wire guard together, I want to just pull that wire so that we pull the whole design together. And then I will give it a pinch. It's just easier when it's not pinched yet. Make sure that we have good movement and fluidity before we plunge down our stopper bead. Then we're going to cut the tail. And here is our beautiful bracelet with all of those colors. Absolutely sparkly, full of the jasper, the African turquoise. I love all those colors. And then you can see the earrings go really well with that bracelet. Perfect match. I think those are so cute. So let's go ahead and put on our clasp. I've got a magnetic clasp here. It's good strength, so I know this bracelet will stay put. Perfect. How pretty. And I love these colors. So let's see how it fits. So pretty. I love this. And that is really going to make a cute set with our elephants. Thank you for joining me for today's tutorial on making this bracelet to go with our super cute earrings with those elephants. I am thoroughly enjoying this box. I will be doing another design fairly soon, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.